Dragon Ball Super. Huh? Is it good? Is it bad? Should you go? Should you not? Find out today. Hi, how you doing today? It's Just Jess here. Hope you're having a good day. And today, yes, Dragon Ball Superhero. We are going to go at AMC Niles 12 at 5 o'clock in IMAX. That's right, in IMAX. If you don't know who I am, hello. Hi, my name is Jess. My YouTube channel, it's Just Jess. Here we do movie reviews, giving you the biggest and best reviews of the movies that are releasing at the time. So please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Stick around towards the end because we are going to talk about Dragon Ball Superhero. We're going to leave. So we got the movie Dragon Ball Superhero. Super Saiyan. Is this movie worth going in IMAX? Honestly, yes, absolutely. The animation is downright brilliant, i.e. example for like the fights and the blasts, more on that in a minute. The colors are amazing, saturated, vivid, but not overpowered where it really hurts your eyes. It doesn't. It's actually just right a tone of color, even in a dark IMAX theater. The sound is downright so gorgeous, like the Kame, especially in IMAX because it's also louder in surround, and I thought that was pretty good to see in an IMAX. Also, if you just love the anime. Full transparency here, guys, like leading up to this movie, I saw Resurrection F in theaters when it came out, and also Broly. I did not watch Battle of the Gods, however, I watched all of the movies like on Amazon Prime, and I remember going to those at AMC Theater, and I remember Resurrection F because it was such a bad time, heartbreak, but then Broly was a good deal, but I had to go to work. But this time, I was really excited. I rewatched, well, I watched for the first time the last 4 seasons of Dragon Ball Super, so where he fights Jiren, that one, like the Tournament of Power. So I really got caught up with everything because I played all of the video games. I know like the Cell Saga, the Android Saga, Majin Buu Saga, like all the other stuff, like the Super, you know, like the Great Apes. So I watched all of that, but I reiterate like the newest fresh ones for this movie. And all I can say is this movie continues where Broly movie left off, but after a few months and years. So it still talks about Jiren, and he still shows up like in glimpses of the past and the future, like they collide, but it does carry the movie forward. There, you don't really need to watch the other ones, but it really helps if you do, because now you get more knowledge going into this film. The Resurrection F, Broly, as well as Tournament of Power, because they reference everything that happens, and those characters that were in those movies like Beerus, Whis, all of them are still like in this, like they still move the needle forward. So that is what I just want to let you guys know, that if you didn't watch them, it'll be a little bit hard to follow because it's already picking up from a series that's been established. But if you haven't, then don't worry, because you can still always rewatch it, but I'm just gonna let you know. So what is this? Superhero Dragon Ball Z. Basically, the Red Ribbon Army comes back with a Dr. Hito. Dr. Hito is the grandson of Dr. Drill. They give you a little bit of backstory, and I was like, this is cool because it's been a while since I watched the Cell Saga. All I know is some few details that Cell got killed, Goku tried to kill them, and then Gohan, but we'll talk about that more in a minute. Basically, it's the continuation of the Dragon Ball Z series as well as the movies. So like I told you before, there are secretive cameos and secret cameos that are not in the trailers, which that I will not tell you, but they're like aged up, and you get to see them go like Super Saiyan. And I don't want to say who they are because that is like the fun of the movie, because they don't even show in the trailers or the character posters. And I was like, I cannot believe they snuck this in here. I was like, damn, like that's so cool, because literally last time I saw them they were little and now they're older and they transform. So I just want to let you guys know that that is where I'm coming from. Dr. Hito, with the funding of the Red Ribbon Army, creates two superhero androids to take down Bulma and her friends, which is the corporate capital corporation, and a squad ranging from her friends Goku and the rest of the team like Vegeta. This secret organization, they don't like Goku. Basically, they saw Dr. Hito, they're like, oh, we need to fund him, we need to help him out. They have a weird relationship, but you're not really here for that. You're really here for the fights, which we'll get that in a minute. But still, I was just okay, they set up the evil side first, I guess, or not the true villains, because Dr. Hito was there with the Red Ribbon Army. So that is like the first 15-20 minutes, which is pretty cool. I'm like, ooh, let's see what's going on. So basically, after the funding of Red Ribbon Army, Dr. Hito creates his 2 new androids, and then he starts attacking like the group one-on-one. But I'm not gonna tell you which character is and which isn't. Now, I will be honest with you, every single character is here, most of the main ones. Now, more of them get more screen time than others, and a lot of people are not gonna like that, but I feel like you should just let the story tell what it needs to tell, because we literally had a lot of Goku and Vegeta in Battle of the Gods, Resurrection F, and even the TV show. Like, this is Gohan's and Piccolo's time to shine. I don't want to call them B characters because they're definitely not, but in the movie, the Red Ribbon Army refers to Goku and Vegeta as bosses. So I was like, okay, so what does that mean for Gohan? Like, is he not a boss? Is he a mini boss? Like, what is he? And I just thought that was, my whole theater laughed because they're like, boss bosses, if you will, because Dr. Hiro loves superheroes. He grew up with comics, shows up a little bit of better backstory. He was in prison, they got him out, they brought 2 androids, they started attacking Gohan, Trunks, and even this little girl. Like, Gohan has a little girl now with Videl, and she's 3 years old. That's what I'm saying. It mixes like the other old Dragon Ball Z that we know and love with the new like in-hero stuff with like the time progressing, because it's really awesome how we aged up with these characters, because I'm like, are they gonna stay young forever? Like, are they not gonna like continue the story forward? And yes, it does, and I'm really happy to see that. Now, one thing I do want to get in the way, the animation was downright gorgeous, especially in IMAX versus HD. I remember watching Resurrection F and Broly in theaters. Now, I don't know, I'm like 80% sure I didn't see this on IMAX, because I saw this in IMAX and I was like, whoa, this was blown away. The colors were amazing. When I said before the saturated and vividness, I thought the animation was downright like, I don't want to say like a step forward, but I don't know, it really felt like, I was like, is this really like better animation? Remember, Broly came out in 2019 or 2018, 2019, I believe. And now to see like a brand new movie in IMAX in 2022, like, yeah, technology has come a long way, hence we have PS5s now. But when you see this animation, even though it's Dragon Ball Z and a lot of people like to shove, oh, it's just anime. No, anime is like a big thing. That's why I went to go review this movie in IMAX. And when I was watching in the screen, literally, like, I was like, whoa, the animation looks cool. Everything looks fluid and it flows really well with other characters, especially when they change scenes. Because obviously when you see a human movie, it's like us. Obviously, you know it's edited, but like for animation, it just looks like more natural. And I'm just like, wow, we're almost blurring the lines of video games and movies. I don't know if you agree with me on that, but it does almost feel like we're blurring the line of video games and movies. Because if you ever played Dragon Ball Z Kakarot or Street Fighters or Fighter Z, oh my gosh, or Fighter Z, it's almost, but not yet. I still feel like the video game still has a distinct look to it, even though the animation on TV on IMAX, amazing, especially when they go Super Saiyan, ha, and the lightning and the sound. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you love Dragon Ball Z, seeing this even in theaters and IMAX, it's like amazing. Okay, so let's talk about the characters for a second. Gohan's daughter is 3 years old. She currently in the beginning is training with Piccolo. She doesn't know how to fly yet. I think that's her first hurdle. She doesn't know how to do blasts, but she is strong. She can take out like any adult, and she's 3 years old and she could talk, and she's training with Piccolo. And let's talk about Gohan for a second. Gohan is the main protagonist of this story. I do feel like he has the most screen time, even more than Goku and Vegeta. No spoilers, hence the fact he's in a lot of marketing, but it does make sense. If you really think about it, going back to the Cell saga, he was the one that defeated Cell. He was the one that did that Kamehameha with one hand. To me, when this movie reiterated, I'm like, where is everyone else? Yes, let's be honest, and I will save you the answer. They are in this movie. The other people that you're thinking of are in this movie. They're just not as much as you think they are. That's why I do think Gohan was a perfect fit, and I do not want to be disrespectful and say B-line characters. I'm just gonna say sons and daughters, because to me, Gohan is still an A-list character. Piccolo says in the movie, you have the potential to surpass Vegeta and Goku. I do believe that, but he's just so into his studies, which he's doing now. Like, he's married to Videl, he has a 3-year-old daughter, but we mostly see him in the beginning, like studying, doing research on whatever, and then Piccolo's always like, have you kept up with your training? And he even says that in Resurrection F, when Frieza comes down, he's like, in the other movie, he's like, have you kept up with your training? He says, no. Like, bro, like, your father's out here trying to like do Ultra Instinct, and you're still like, come on, like, Gohan, you can do this, like, let's go. That's where we got him in the beginning of the movie, but we see him fight a lot, which is amazing, because this just closer shows to us as the audience as well as him, like, hey, you need to like keep training, you can't stop. So let's talk about Piccolo for a second. Piccolo is the one, the green guy. He's the one who gets attacked. He's the one training the little girl. We see him with new powers and new abilities in this movie. No spoilers, but he's still there. He's still like the mentor, the trainer. He's a close relationship with Gohan and Videl's daughter. Like, he has a phone now. He's talking to her. He's talking to them. He is one of the main protagonists, but I feel like he's in second place. So I feel like Goku and Vegeta got literally replaced with screen time with Gohan and Piccolo, and I'm fine with that, because Goku and Vegeta, as much as I love them, we're gonna see them again. And when I do mean secret cameos return to this movie from Broly, that's all I'm gonna say, because I don't want to spoil anything for you, like, honestly. So Dr. Heater is the guy. He said he raised up bad. He got a PhD. He's like 22 years old. He has a doctorate. He needs funding from like Dr. Giro. He's living out of his inheritance. He's aligned with the Red Ribbon Army. I feel like he's a good person trying to do good things, but it's just in a bad situation based on the people around him or his circumstances. So Gamma 1, Gamma 2 feels like thing 1 and thing 2. Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 are the creations of the new android superhero because of Dr. Hito's like past in history. He wanted to make superheroes. He's like, I don't want to create like bad things, bad humans. I wanted to create superheroes. Gamma 2 talks a lot. I feel like Gamma 1, I don't want to say it's a stronger version, but Gamma 2 really is like out there. He's talking, he's dancing, he's cool. I'm like, okay, Gamma 2 feels like he can do this, which is pretty cool. I mean, they're just androids basically. They don't really have, I don't want to say they don't have emotion, but in the beginning when we do see them, they come across cross, light, warm, gentle, but still fun. They're not like evil, evil, evil. The rest of the cast is here. We do see Bulma, Krillin, but I'm not gonna say anything else because I don't want to ruin it for you. Like, I saw these secret cameos, and you do see people from Broly and Super Series, like the Dragon Ball Super seasons. You see them in this movie as well. I do want to say one scene though. I love the fighting in the rain, like especially with the animation. Like I told you before, fighting in the rain just made it with like a new sense of like animation greatness, I guess is a way I can say it. I don't know, fighting in the rain with Gohan in the beginning, like they did so much time with that, especially in the marketing, and I'm like, whoa, this is literally like maybe next level animation. But I loved it with the Super Saiyan glow, with the lightning. It's definitely a must see to see this in IMAX if you love the anime fan. Towards the end, yes, I'm your mans, but I will always be your man. So basically, short of it is, Dr. Hito comes back. He gets funding with Red Ribbon Army. He tries to attack the Saiyans. Something happens, and then there's like a different twist towards the end, different twist. Now, as a critic, but I'm still your mans, yeah, the story is kind of like, I don't want to say disappointing because it really wasn't. I just thought it was gonna go a different way, and it went a different way, and I don't know if it's good or bad, but I was just like, did it really have to go that way? I mean, if you just let it if you're just open to it and you let it take over, yeah, it's fun. But yes, it's a timeline or is a story that we've seen before. Not even for Dragon Ball Z, kind of, but like in general. Like, I don't want to say it's convoluted because it is basically something happens towards like the last 30 minutes, and I'm just like, really, they're gonna go with this? And the stakes don't feel high. Maybe it's because we didn't build up to that, or maybe because they're just rehashing old things. I mean, come on, we're bringing back androids from Red Ribbon Army, so just let your mind wander. Like, why would, it's just whatever. I still had a good time. I still had a fun time. Fighting is cool. New transformations, secret cameos. I loved it. The new androids were cool. Attacking, and that's where like the rest of the movie is, just fighting, bringing the crew back, new transformations, and I thought I really liked it. But there was just one story arc that I was just like, you guys really had to do that. I wasn't gonna say I was disappointed because I don't expect anything. I'm really happy that we even got this movie, but as like a main person, like, let's be honest, like the storyline, yeah, it's definitely predictable. Like, especially like halfway, you're like, oh my gosh, this is gonna happen and this is gonna happen, which is fine, don't get me wrong, but I just felt like it just didn't feel like the stakes were there. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Maybe because Super led up to it. Like when Broly came out, I was like, whoa, this is amazing. They went to a new direction. With this, they did lean towards a new direction, but it wasn't new as I thought it was with Broly, if you get what I'm saying, because they rehashed old things. Now, if they would have kept with the Gammas, then that would be great, but there is a different arc and I don't want to ruin for you. Overall, I did like this movie. I don't think it's like A+ or anything. I will give it an A-. The only reason why I'm giving it an A- is because the last 30 minutes of the storyline and plotline, but everything else is amazing. The colors, the sound effects, the Kamehameha. I loved, any anime person would love this. Even for me, that person that watched Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. I love this type of movie. I was like, whoa. But that storyline, I did have to bring it down a few notches. Just be honest, I just had to. Alright guys, that's gonna be everything it for me today. Hope you have a great day, and let me know if you ever need anything. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. And with that, take care.